I am on top of the Yamuna river at the moment, and we are in Prayagraj, the place where the biggest gathering of humans ever in the history of mankind is happening, which is at the Mahakumbh Mela. Now this city, Prayagraj, we are here because it holds a special significance for people, millions of Hindus who have gathered over here. And it's not very far away from Kaushambi, which was the second capital of the Pandavas after Hastinapur got flooded by the Ganga. At the moment, we are now going to the confluence point of the Ganga and the Yamuna, which is the main ghat where people come for a holy dip. This is the meeting point of the Ganga and the Yamuna river. The Saraswati river is believed to be flowing under the ground. The Kumbh Mela takes place every 12 years, but this one is special. It's the Mahakumbh that happens every 144 years. This year, a rare celestial event took place when Jupiter aligned with the sun and the moon. Millions of devotees consider it as the most auspicious occasion to take a holy dip to wash their sins. The significance of the Kumbh is connected with the mythical story of Vishnu, who was disguised as a woman named Mohini and dropped 4 drops of nectar, one of which fell at Prayagraj.
तो जब अमृत का कलश निकला तो गरुड़ ले गया। जब गरुड़ आकाश से उड़ के हुए ले गया दबा के अपने मुंह से, तो वो यहाँ आया, तो यहाँ छलका हुआ अमृत का, और यहाँ से फिर नासिक में छलका त्र्यंबकेश्वर, त्र्यंबकेश्वर से फिर उज्जैन में छलका, और उज्जैन से फिर हरिद्वार में छलका। ये ऐसी इसी जगह, इसलिए इनको अमृत की बूंद को पाने के लिए यहाँ सूर्य नर मुनि देवता सभी लोग इस कुंभ में आते हैं।
Today is the 29th of January 2025 and I woke up to news reports about a stampede in the Kumbh Mela. 30 people were officially dead and we were stuck on the Shastri Bridge, where a stampede-like situation was developing. 100 million people were expected to take a holy dip at the confluence of the Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati river. The opposition political party claimed that more lives were taken and deaths were hidden by the government, even though it did not deter people from thronging the Kumbh Mela.
अगर सच पूछिए तो ये 30 का आंकड़ा जो उत्तर प्रदेश शासन ने दिया है, ये 30 आंकड़ा नहीं है, ये सरासर गलत है। इनके आंकड़े 30, इसमें हजारों हजार लोग मारे गए हैं।
कैसा लगा कुंभ मेला?
बहुत अच्छा लगा, बहुत अच्छा लगा। और थोड़ी सी दिक्कत है कि उसमें दिल दुख गया हमारा, कोई परेशानी है क्या, उसमें दिल दुख गया हमारा, और बहुत अच्छा लगा हमारे। भगवान गंगा मैया सदा सब पे कृपा करे, सबको ऐसे बुलाती रहे गंगा मैया।
There was another stampede reported at the end of this bridge at an area named Juicy. There were several temporary bridges built on top of the Ganga river, but on the day of the stampede, all the temporary bridges were blocked for VIP movement, due to which a massive crowd of 100 million people was left to cross the Ganga river on a single bridge. These visuals are taken from the bridge 6 hours after the tragedy. These are the Naga Sadhus and Aghoris who live a life of solitude but gather during the Kumbh Mela. The Nagas and the Aghoris can be differentiated with their appearance. Both the sects worship Shiva and are covered with ash. The Aghoris are dressed in a tiger skin cloth, while the Nagas remain naked. With the birth of the Kumbh Mela in the 8th century, an army of Nagas and Aghoris was created to defend Hinduism. They are armed with weapons, and the Kumbh Mela gives them the license to display their mystical powers. Like this Naga who decided to keep his hand raised all his life. Then another one with kilograms of Rudraksha placed on his head. And this one who's decided to never sit down in his life, even while he's asleep. Most of them live in isolation in places a normal human would not venture into.
हर हर महादेव, हर हर महादेव, हर हर महादेव, हर महादेव। मैं मध्य प्रदेश में छतरपुर जिले में रहता हूँ। गुफा के अंदर रहता हूँ, जंगल में। और गुफा पहाड़ के अंदर 3 किलोमीटर सुरंग टेढ़ी मेढ़ी गुफा में शंकर जी पार्वती जी विराजमान है। 5 फुट 5 इंच की पिंडी है शंकर जी की, जो अमरनाथ बर्फानी बाबा के नाम से हम पुकारते हैं।
It's 2 a.m. in the morning and we are headed towards the Mahakumbh because this is a time when most of the seers and the sadhus come for a holy dip. And this is the time that we want to capture on our camera. Hence we are headed to the Kumbh really early in the morning. Today is the 3rd of February and the festival of Basant Panchami. It's another auspicious day for a holy dip at the Sangam. The Kumbh Mela is lit up beautifully and millions are gathering again for a holy dip. There were millions, but chaos was less than the day of the Stampede. The crowd seemed to be more organized. New Nagas are commemorated during the Kumbh Mela. Rituals are performed around a fire pit with the chanting of the mantras. An army of Nagas marched towards the Sangam for their last holy dip this year. As next, they will march towards Varanasi to get their Naga certifications. This was also my last day at the Kumbh when I took a holy dip and soaked in the energy and the experience that the Kumbh gave me. After visiting the Kumbh Mela, thousands of people were visiting Varanasi to see the Ganga Aarti and the much revered Kashi Vishwanath Temple. This is the main ghat in Varanasi, an ancient city also known as Kashi. It's 6 in the evening and the Ganga Aarti is on full swing. Thousands have thronged the city after visiting the Kumbh Mela. The crowd is so massive that people have booked boats to watch the prayers. This is the Kashi Vishwanath Temple, which means the ruler of the universe. Thousands visit this temple and take a dip in the Ganga river to seek moksha. This is the city where people come to die, as it's believed that by dying in Kashi, one can get liberated from the cycle of life. This is the Manikarnika Ghat, where bodies have been burning non-stop since centuries. Piles of wood and the smell of burning bodies take over this ghat. There is a phrase in Sanskrit, Kashya Maranam Mukti, which translates to dying in Kashi is liberation. The Aghoris live near cremation grounds and practice cannibalism. This was a trip that made me feel one day we all will turn into dust and ash.